Oh my God. It feels like it's been forever. Guys, how are you? My name is Billy Davis. If you're new here, definitely be sure to like this video. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you don't subscribe, well, you're lame. I'll just be honest with you. I know you don't got to tell me I look a little bit different. The hair's long, the dangly earrings, the eyebrows look good. What can I say? Guys, I want to talk about some big things that happened last night live in Detroit, Michigan. I had the pleasure of being there, seeing everything happen live, and my word, has WWE been shaken up even more. See, WrestleMania 40 happened, and we all thought that, well, the Bloodline thing was finished, but man, like Paul Heyman says, apparently we were only in the bottom of the fourth, and now we're going into the top of the fifth. Because, oh my God. Tama Tonga debuts last night, attacks Jimmy Uso. Solo Sikoa becomes the new leader of the Bloodline. We're going to talk about all that in today's video. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to break down, give you guys my thoughts on what could possibly be happening. Again, if you're new here, definitely be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe. Because around here, we're trying to get sent to where? A different stratosphere. You know where we're going. So let's hop into the video.
Let's talk wrestling with Billy!
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm not going to give you the spiel that I normally do, but guys, last night, SmackDown culminated from Detroit, Michigan. It was awesome being there live, seeing everything. LA Knight, AJ Styles, that stuff's cool. Winner will go on to Backlash and face Cody Rhodes as his first opponent. Great stuff, great stuff. But the one thing that came out of last night that was really, really important was Tama Tonga. He debuts, and a lot of people thought he may go with the OC, may do some stuff with AJ Styles, but that was not the case. Tama Tonga decided that he was going to join the Bloodline, but it's not Roman Reigns' Bloodline anymore. In fact, it's Solo Sikoa's. So we think. See, this story, as all of us thought it was like over, just added so much more depth with bringing in Tama Tonga. And I'd seen on Twitter earlier in the day that he was seen in Detroit, and it was interesting. It was interesting because obviously, you know, he could have just been there visiting. There were so many things that could have happened. See, because I know that Jacob Fatu, rumors last week were that he was actually the one that signed with WWE, which I do believe that he did. And I believe Sean Ross Sapp confirmed it. I'm not 100% sure. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that Jacob has signed with the WWE, which only tells me one thing, that we are getting a Bloodline Civil War. And this time, it's even bigger. See, the son of Haku, Tama Tonga, debuts and he attacks Jimmy Uso. So the questions that everybody have had are kind of being answered. Roman Reigns will be back, and he will be back as a babyface. And why is this such a big deal? Well, coming out of WrestleMania 40, everybody was so excited to see Roman lose the title. He had this long reign. It was 4 years long. It was an amazing run. And I think that's what set him off to possibly become the babyface that he is. See, none of us ever hated Roman Reigns. In fact, we thanked Roman Reigns for the title reign that he had. He made that title prestige again. Do you remember the days when it wasn't prestige and him and Brock Lesnar, they would go off and face each other, and it was Vince McMahon's WWE? The title had no prestige. See, now that title is the most important title in all of sports entertainment. I think we can all agree on that. And Roman Reigns did that for that belt. See, when Roman changed his character and became the bad guy that we all wanted him to be originally, it changed the landscape. It really did. It changed everything that we needed it to. In my word, it was amazing. Absolutely outstanding. So, we get to last night. We see Tama Tonga, and he attacks Jimmy Uso. And by the way, I feel like I was the only person in that arena who had like a reaction. I know they did have a reaction. You guys seen it on TV. But in my section, like, nobody reacted. Nobody knew what was going on. And I'm trying to tell him, I point to him. I'm like, guys, that's Tama Tonga. That's the son of Haku. And we see Solo Sikoa give Jimmy a hug beforehand. And he says, "You're my brother and I love you." Talking about consequences, and with losing comes consequences. So if you guys remember during the match between Cody and Roman, Solo was telling Roman, finish him, stop. We got to end this. And Roman could not get the job done. It's the truth of the matter. He was not able to, but it was some outstanding work. So we don't see Roman last night, but we do see Paul, Solo, and Jimmy. And what we got out of that, again, was Solo telling Jimmy that he loves him, giving him a hug, and then here comes hooded Tama Tonga and hits Jimmy from the back. Now, how is this going to play out, and what do you guys think is going to happen? I'll give you my little rundown. I believe that we have something very, very special on our hands here. I believe we have, obviously, the Usos coming back together, yeeting it up between Jimmy and Jay. That hug is going to be immaculate. The hug with Roman is going to be immaculate. And the stories that you can tell with Roman, because Roman can't necessarily be a good guy after the reign that he had. See, he's going to rub the locker room the wrong way, especially if he comes back and just tries to be one of the boys again. Do you see what I'm saying? And do you see how things get complicated? So Roman's going to have a big target on his back no matter what. He's living in his own world. The only people that are ever going to trust him are going to be his cousins, Jimmy and Jay. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about, like, The Rock being involved, which I do think is the case. I do believe that The Rock is the one who sent out the hit on Jimmy Uso, and the reason why that is because later in the night, I can't remember exactly what was said, but Tama Tonga came to the back and said something about the tribal chief. Now, obviously, he's not talking about Roman Reigns, because why would Roman send the hit on Jimmy? Why? Why would he? I understand that Jimmy, technically out of the group, is the weaker link, but you don't want to get rid of Jimmy. You need him. Do you see what I'm saying? So the only logical answer to that is The Rock. The Rock is the tribal chief. He's the final boss. All things considered, it is The Rock who will be leading this new heel faction of the Bloodline. See, we'll be getting Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga taking on Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso. I do believe that this is how it will go down. The Rock will get involved somehow. I've seen people talking about Sami Zayn. Obviously, we've had some play into what has happened. In my word, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And all things considered, it'll be what we want it to really be. So I'm very, very excited. I cannot lie to you guys. I want to get your guys' initial thoughts. Drop it down in the comments section below. Please, let me know what you guys thought of SmackDown last night. Tell me what you guys think of Tama Tonga making his debut in the WWE. A lot of people thought he would go to NXT. Obviously, that was not the case. Now, I want to take a second and say thank you, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me through the times. Obviously, you guys see that things are different, and that's because things going forward will be a little bit different. I'm back home where I'm originally from, and it's me trying to get back acclimated. I will tell you guys that. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. All the messages that you guys have sent me, I really do appreciate them. Ango still welcoming me onto his show. I'm very thankful, and I'm very appreciative of you guys. And at the end of the day, I'm human. I go through things, and I'm no different than you guys at the end of the day. But we're back. We're ready to roll. You know, I don't have a schedule or anything like that. We're just going to kind of roll with the punches. We're going to get back acclimated into life, and we're going to do this thing. But other than that, guys, that is all I got for you. And if, again, you're new here, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel, because there will be some cool things. I will be doing some fun stuff. At 3,000 subscribers, it has not changed. I'm going to be giving away a copy of WWE 2K24. So, again, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And other than that, I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace.